Oh. Disaster zone. Hello. I need to send that out into other places. Hold on. Hey, y'all. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, good. I unhooked my computer from like my big screen and I didn't know what was happening. I forgot how to live life for a minute. How are you, Ashley?
I am so thankful that tomorrow is Friday.
Preach.
It's just been a rough week.
I actually am not working tomorrow. I was supposed to, but now I'm not. And I don't know if it was more work trying to get stuff for subplans or yay, Emily! Or just stressing about the fact that I shouldn't be stressed about missing work.
Right.
Hey, Allie. I see your name. I don't know who U of L lead is, but hi. I don't know what that is.
Stephanie, that's Debbie Powers. It's my work account. It automatically went to that. So,
hi, Debbie.
hello.
I was just like, I don't know who that is.
Well, I'm just excited. Today's the first year anniversary that my box arrived, and I'm like, woohoo, running special. So,
I love it.
Oh, I think my 2-year anniversary is coming up. It's sometime this month. And I don't remember when.
Yeah, I had to actually look up my start date to figure out when. Like, I don't even know when I got my box from the day that I signed up. Like, I would have to go back through my Facebook, and maybe I need to write that down. I don't know. It did not take a week, I'll tell you that, or 3 days, however fast some of y'all get it now. Nope. I was on the slow bus. So just so y'all know, my husband is flying in tomorrow, and he was not supposed to fly in, or he was supposed to fly in at 9 a.m. So I was going to pick him up and then get back to school by like 11:30, which is, I'd only miss first block, and I have 4 blocks. So I'm on the phone with him last night at like 9:30 our time, 9:45. Like, we're just texting, and he's like, oh crap, I just got a text from the airline, and the winter storm might mess up my travel, so they have to like reroute me. And I said, well, where were you flying into? And he's like, Chicago. And I'm like, in February? Why was that a good idea? But all right. And so then he's like, well, I can fly to Newark or Houston, but I won't get to Raleigh until like 11. And I'm like, well, great. I guess I just have to get a sub, because he refuses to get a rental car. He refuses to let people pick him up that are not me. So I was just like, well, I'm going to just bite the bullet. Well, then the sub that I had gotten today, he got sick while at school. So I was like, oh, well, that's great. So I don't have anyone for my room tomorrow, but they'll just have to be okay. They'll figure it out. because I'm not going to be there. All right. So I know Becky has like a sick household, and I think Emily McMahon is still sick. And I'm going to pretend I'm not sick. And 3 people are either at work or on their way home from work. So I'm going to get started. I'll try to talk without losing my voice and see how that goes. And hopefully we can come away with some good things from this. So I want to do a leader call. I would like to do it twice a month, but it just really depends on what people need, or if you guys need, or if you just want to talk through ideas or whatever. I am willing to do coaching calls with just like one-on-one with y'all as leaders. It is getting a little hard to do one-on-one calls with like random stylists in my downline, I'll admit. I was getting people scheduling them like back to back, like half an hour, half an hour, half an hour, half an hour. And that's a lot. So I would rather do one-on-one calls with you guys as leaders on like how to build your team, or where to place people, or incentive ideas for your team, how to run reports in back office to like best support whatever you want to do, those type of things. I would rather do one-on-one calls with y'all for that. Or any like new recruits. I don't mind doing one-on-one calls for that. But with that being said, I really want to do these twice a month because there's so much that leaders are actually required to do to function. And I don't think we realize it when we sign up, or even when we hit senior stylist, or even when we hit team leader, what all comes as soon as you hit senior director, executive director. And it comes so fast once it gets there. And even director if you have a big team. So I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the support that you need, knowing from experience and knowing from speaking with other leaders that are higher up. I just want to make sure that you guys are prepared, and I want to make sure that you guys understand, and I want to make sure that you guys, I know y'all can handle it once you know how to do it, but I just want to make sure that you have everything. So I posted this in the leader group. It's the monthly leadership tasks, and it's broken down by week. I don't know this person necessarily that created it that looks like this. But at Leadership Summit, they even said like, okay, shouting people out and making sure people feel appreciated, whether it's through a gift or a incentive or a challenge, or just a handwritten note. All of those things, they said, are up to leaders, but are required of leaders. Not because they're trying to give us extra responsibilities, but because as a leader, you just take on that responsibility. You just take on taking care of your team. So the first thing that you need to know how to do is pull monthly stats for your entire team to do promotions. I'll be honest, it is really, really, really annoying to do with a team greater than like 20, 25. Just because trying to get all the freaking words to fit on a graphic in Canva is a pain in the butt, because when you copy and paste them from Canva or from a spreadsheet to Canva, no matter what buttons you press, it does not condense the way that you want it to. So you have to be hitting backspace and you have to be moving things, and it's just really aggravating. I've tried it other ways. I've tried Google Slides. I've tried copying and pasting from an Excel sheet to a Google Doc or a Word doc first and formatting everything and then transferring it to Canva. Still was not my favorite. I've tried doing it like on WordSwag, on the Over app. I've tried everything. Like, I'm at my wit's end. And if I could hire an assistant that I trusted, like a virtual assistant, just to freaking make graphics with promotional stats, that would be great, because it's the bane of my existence. The ones that I posted, I don't know if it was yesterday or Tuesday. I'm tired. I have no idea. But the ones that I posted just the other day of just like our breakaway BQ people and our 600 and up people in the regular page, that took me 25 minutes each graphic because I had to download the report. Well, first I had to customize the report. Then I had to download the report. Then I had to select, and I figured out the max you can fit in a box, in a text box, is 20 names, to where you can see it legibly on Canva. So I try to do like 10 to 15 names at a time and then space it out so that it's even all the way across. But I'm telling you, trying to get that formatted is a pain in the butt. And, 25 minutes seems like a lot. It also might seem like a little, depending on how much time you have. But it's probably the most time consuming thing you'll do. So you really only want to do a full pulled report the first of the month and the middle of the month. I don't like posting at the very end of the month until numbers have run. So until commissions have run, then I'll pull the next report from the previous month. So as soon as I can pull the previous month and all of it's there, then I'll pull it. So you always want to do it the first week of the month and then the middle. So like it was almost the 15th. I know for a fact that I'm not going to do anything on Saturday except have family time. So I went ahead and pulled numbers before that. Usually I would do it like right at the 15th. So the thing that I'm the worst at is pulling winners, because I try to wait till I have the gift on hand so that whenever they fill out the spreadsheet, I can print their label with their name on it and their address on it and slap it to the gift. But sometimes the gift does not get here when I want it to. So the past couple of things that I've ordered from Color Street Swag Store, I actually just sucked it up buttercup and spent the extra for the FedEx money so that I could get it here and have it for me to pull winners. So I was already able to send out some stuff from last week. Now my stickers for my BQ, not my BQ, but my challenge incentives, like the incentives packs that I'm making. I showed Emily, I bought stickers and they were 1-inch stickers, like teeny tiny. You can't even read the freaking name on it. So I had to reorder stickers. They should be here tomorrow. So all of my last month's challenges, I'll be able to pick winners. And as soon as they fill out the spreadsheet, then I can copy and paste, print the label, and the pack is ready to go. The rest of the pack is packed in my lovely teal that Emily gave me bags. But I really want those stickers so that y'all can have something to be proud of and sport our label. I am making buttons, by the way, for conference so that you can put a button on your lanyard or on your Color Street bag or wherever you want to put it. It'll be the same as the sticker, but on a button. So then the other thing, as long as you're like under an executive director, I would not worry about posting 3 times a day if you have your own group. maybe just an encouragement post at the beginning of the day, and then maybe redirecting people to our Team Sparkle Bright breakaway page for the challenges, or to Nail Vibes for the weekly to-do or daily to-do lists, or even like a training from Team Nailed It or whatever, because there's just so much information that's being regurgitated still. I wouldn't want everyone have to recreate the wheel for no reason. If you want to do mini challenges for your team, that's fine. I'm just telling you, it's not required unless you're executive or higher. Honestly, it's more about the money aspect and shuffling stuff out than it is anything else. I think they really want to keep people from going broke, and they know that people get overly excited and overly wanting to please, so they shell out the money, and then there's not really, even on taxes, you can claim that as a gift, but it has to be a certain amount of money for it to actually like negate. I don't know. You're a math person, Emily. I don't know. They can't take it off your taxes, like that. It can't be part of your refund unless you hit a certain amount in gifts, and having a way to show that you're gifting it. So if you're going to be giving your team stuff, make sure you document it, fine. But again, I would make sure, maybe give them like a welcome pack or a business supply pack or something like that versus a incentive reward. It's just, I don't know. That was just something that we had talked about. Another thing that was going around, which I don't agree with, was having, and I don't know, it just does not sit well with me, but having anybody that is a director or lower not even have their own team page. And I understand where some people were coming from with this, where they're saying, there's too many groups and there's too many pages and there's too many things for people to follow. Like, I get that part. But I still think that it's really important for someone that's growing a team to feel confident as a leader and to feel like they can have their own like brand and their own way of doing things. Like, that's the whole point of this. So I don't feel like it's a good idea to take that away from someone. But they did encourage us. And Allie, that's okay. I'm just saying, if someone wants to do that, if someone wants to delete their group page and just become more present in a higher up group as a leader and like make themselves known as a leader, that's fine. Because you're still going to have a team chat with all your girls that are on your downline. And that's what they're suggesting for anybody that's coming in. Okay. So say you have a girl under you right now that is going to recruit. Okay. Maybe they already have one person under them and you think they're going to hit senior stylist soon. We need to start going ahead and telling them, okay, hey, as a leader, you'll be able to join. And for me, I say that senior stylist. I think a leader is anybody that has people under them. So I say that first leadership rank that you hit for me is senior stylist. So as soon as you get a senior stylist, tell them, or right before that, tell them, hey, go ahead and join, the leader group for TSB, and for Real Deal, we're Real Pretty and Vibes, it's team leader and above. And just tell them, corporate is encouraging everyone to take on leadership roles, but you cannot have your own group until they say executive. I would say senior director, because of how many girls are under you. I mean, it just gets really overwhelming really quick. If you did not already have a group established at senior director, once you become executive, you're technically a breakaway. And that's a lot of stress to put on someone. I didn't even hit senior director all the way. Like, I skipped ranks. So like, I just feel like if I was stressed, someone else would be really stressed going from one thing to the next and not having any guidance in between there. So I don't know. But their suggestion is that anybody that's onboarding, anybody that's coming in, just needs to be reiterated that they should not have a team page, because again, the information's getting regurgitated. If you're passing down leadership information, it should be on every single executive's page or every single executive's group. So the more that you post it, instead of tagging them in it or sharing a screenshot of it in a messenger, they're saying that it's just getting repetitive and people aren't taking part in community overall. And I'll agree with that part. It is hard to know like your lineage. So it's hard to know who's above you if you don't take part in who's above you's group. So if you aren't like immersed in that community and that culture in that group page, you do kind of lose the identity of that. And it does take away from that leader. And then everyone just kind of gets, I don't know, just gets discombobulated. So it was nice to be able to go to, Leader Summit and see, Real Deal and Nail Vibes people who are in the same lineage kind of come together and talk and discuss things and be together on some stuff. And I don't know, it's just super hard. This was my point to them. It's super hard when you have so many girls under you for you to say, we don't need a page, or we don't need a smaller area to get to know each other. Because say we were all still just on Team Real Deal and didn't actually conversate beyond that, I mean, it would be really hard to have actual close connections and relationships. So I don't know, it's a lot, but they're just suggesting, I mean, they're pushing is what it was. But again, when I get confronted with things that make me uncomfortable, my automatic answer is no, I don't want to do it. So I'm trying to be a good leader and say, like, we need to start encouraging our people that will become senior stylists. Don't take on too much before you need to. Don't bite off more than you can chew. You don't have to spit out all this information all the time. Tag your girls, tag your team, post it in a team chat, have a messenger chat, at least those you can mute and then still see them and have them pop up a lot faster than a group and having to sift through all that information. Okay, so that aside, anybody that has a team page should be doing a Stylist Spotlight. So I tried doing the whole Google form where people fill stuff out. It does not work for me. I don't feel like people are giving me enough information about the person. So I'm actually going to start doing a Stylist Spotlight once a week, where I'm just going to go through and look at people that are trying, people that are commenting, people that are, participating, people that are watching the trainings in all the teams that do training. So like Nail Vibes and Nailed It. So whatever is posted that I share, or if I see you on something that I'm on, I'm going to actually reach out to that person and like have a conversation with them. Like, hey, how's it going? How's it going in your life? How do you feel about business right now? And from there, I'll type up a little spiel and do a Stylist Spotlight. I may try posting the form again in the regular TSB page and see if I get any bites, but I think I only got 4 total, like, ever. So it's hard to do something like that and encourage stylists when nobody's voting on anybody. Anytime there's a promotion, they want us to, lead by example. So they want us to do everything that we are encouraging our girls to do. So for example, the email thing, I watched the email training and I was like, okay, that's a great idea. I have emailed people through VO before and not gotten any hits, so I'm a little nervous about it. But if I'm going to post the video for y'all to watch and say to watch it, I need to go ahead and do it. So I crafted my email before I even posted the video. So, you know, Ashley, you asked for that wording and I'd already typed it. So I already had it ready to copy and paste right under the video. And that's the kind of things that they want us to do. So if you're going to post about the February join special, you need to have already posted about it. You need to already have wording for it. You need to already have a game plan in mind for it, because if your girls are asking and your girls are, you know, yearning for leadership and guidance on it, you need to be prepared. One of the things on one of the leader panels that was mentioned about fear was the fear of not knowing. You know, they didn't know if they could be a good leader because they didn't know all of the things. We're not all going to know all of the things ever. Okay. But as long as we're attempting to do the things that we guide our girls to do, then we're not going to be floundering. And any other things that we might not know how to do, we can try and guide them in the right direction to someone that does. Emily, your husband's behind you. Let's see what else. So there's this huge push on charting. So like knowing your numbers, knowing the time that you spend. And I'm going to do a different training about that just because it's super, super important to me. And my Thursday post tonight is actually going to be about that. So my thankful Thursday, my business blessing post is actually going to be about time. But charting and priorities and looking at time a different way is a huge, huge piece of our leadership. If we don't know where we're wanting to go or where we want our team to go, it's going to be really hard to help them grasp what the numbers look like. So how much money can I earn? How much money is it, or how much time in the week is it going to take me to get to that money? And I mean, if you're talking to like a potential stylist, you never should tell them like how many hours you spend working, but because everyone's so different, but you still need to have some sort of time concept in your head of how much time do I need to put into my business to get where I want to be. So I'm going to do a whole nother training on that and how to chart where your team is going. I actually have like handouts for that I'm going to post. But the mid-month check-in where you post the other graphics for like BQ by 15th or BQ by the 10th or whatever you want to do, that's super important to post who's already BQ'd. You don't even have to do it in a graphic. You can copy and paste names straight into Facebook and have it tag them. And just have like a GIF or a regular picture. All these ladies are BQ if you want. You don't have to do anything fancy for that. But you do mid-month, you do want to shout out who is the top earner so far. So like who has sold the most. So I posted yesterday or the day before, I don't remember, who were our top people so far in all of Team Sparkle Bright. So that was 600 and up. But I did not say who was the top. Why? Because I had two people that were tied and I wanted to see by the 15th who was going to be the tiebreaker. So I'm going to post that on Saturday. That's like the only post I'm going to do on Saturday. But you do want to do more encouragement. So that might be the time that you reach out to anybody that is not BQ. That might be the time that you even post their names, like the halfway hustle crew or whatever you want to call them. People that are trying and you see them showing up and you want to shout them out. But then you might want to private message people that maybe haven't sold anything or not a lot and just ask them, what have you tried? You know, what are some challenges that you're facing right now? Are you doing okay, like in your life? Because I feel like we don't actually ask that enough and care enough. Don't ask me that because I'll just start crying. I'm fine, I promise. And then the last thing, it has this on here. It says end of month check-in. I used to do this, and I hated doing it, and I don't want to do it anymore. I hated asking people like 3 days before, and it's harder now because I have more people, but 3 days before, like, hey girl, you know, we kind of need you to BQ, or are you going to BQ this month? Like, I don't want people to have to buy nails off their own party just to BQ, just for us to maintain. Okay. Because I'll be honest, we go to zero the next month, right? Like, is it worth it to stress somebody else out, or for you to be that stressed? I'm going to tell you from experience, no. Okay. Did I want executive on my little thing at conference? Yes. Did I bust my butt for it? Yes. Did I send those messages 2 days before end of month, 1 day before end of month? Like, hey, how's it going? Are you going to get BQ? Yes. Okay. But for most months, that is not necessary. And it really stresses people out, and it pushes them off. Not pushes them off, but like makes them not want to worry about it, makes them not want to connect with you on anything else. And I don't want it to be like that for you. But I mean, maybe the last Sunday or the second to last Sunday of the month or whatever, maybe just do like a leader check-in, or a, who your usual top people are check-in. If they're not doing well, you know, maybe post in your group or in your team chat some ideas, you know, just throw some ideas out there that have worked for you in the past. Have some one-on-one conversations about, you know, what have you done before that works for you? You know, how can I help you? Do you need me to make a graphic for you? Do you need me to find you, you know, a cool pair of earrings for you to throw in for your giveaway? Whatever it is, be that encourager. Don't just be like, you haven't BQ'd, what's going on? Okay, I think that's it about the tasks. Does anyone have any questions about those? Again, it's posted in it's posted in our leader page. I'm trying to find it right now. I'll tag all of y'all in it, but it is posted in there. I'll also put it as an announcement right now. Oh, hold on. My child is calling. Hold on. Hey, can I call you right back? I'm almost done.
Okay.
All right, love you, bye.
All right,
bye. I'm trying to read what else I put on here. Hold on. I have like 3 places I wrote down notes, and that was not a good idea. I should have wrote it all in one spot. Okay, so my last thing is really quick, relating to potential stylists. I had a lot of people that I'm friends with that like hate direct sales. And one of the things that I saw from all of our stylists that they're struggling with is recruiting. And that kid has a radar, right? Recruiting is hard, right? But it doesn't have to be. And I'm really finding that out the more that and again, this is part of my post tonight, but the more time I spend like reading and listening to audiobooks and connecting with people like one-on-one, and not watching TV and not getting sucked into the couch and not being around negative people. Recruiting is really about that authenticity. Like, do you have a relationship or a connection with other people, period? And I'm going to cry. I sat next to Laura Brown at one point during Leader Summit, and we both just looked at each other and were like, dude, as a mom, and she's like a mom of 5. Okay. So that's like way harder than my life ever. But we're like, as a mom and doing other things, that's really hard sometimes, connecting with other women in general, but connecting with other people. So how do we overcome that? How do we help others overcome that? And all of a sudden she had like a light bulb moment over her. And she said, oh my gosh, Bethany, like the answer is so easy. And I'm like, what? Please share with me what the answer is, because I have no idea. And she's like, we just have to make more friends. My face, because I'm like, I'm not going out, right? Like, are you kidding? And when I felt my face and when my reaction was in my brain, no, then I was like, okay, maybe. And then I said, you know what? You're right. If we want more people coming to us, and if we want more people that are quality and people that we want to reflect the same like worth, yes, but work ethic, we have to find those people. Like, we actually have to make more friends, y'all. We actually have to talk to people. Like, I actually am going to have to talk to people in the Starbucks line. I'm actually going to have to hand out samples to people I don't know, like kindly, and not just like leaving them in random spots. I'm going to have to actually make conversation with people and have people see me. For so long, I have been afraid of that. I've been afraid of, I'm going to cry, soapbox. I've been afraid for so long for people to see me based on my past. And I have realized over the past 3 months, and I realized it before, but I am not that person anymore. I'm not all the little tiny broken pieces and parts that other people made me or that I made myself. And you are not someone that doesn't get stuff done. You are not someone that doesn't hustle. You are not someone that doesn't try. You are not someone that doesn't keep going. Like, we all are worthy. We all are more than whatever crappy, crummy part that we see, whatever things we think are holding us back. That is not us. And we have to show other people that. Okay. We did not just happen to become leaders. I don't believe that. I don't believe that we just accidentally became a leader. I believe that all of us that are in a leadership role right now, senior stylists and above, are leaders because we want this. We want to lead people. We want to lead ourselves into more. So if we're going to claim that and we're going to own that, we got to own it in more areas than just the people we've already got. And we actually have to equip people under us with that same mentality. Okay. We are not what we used to be. We are not what we think we are or were. Okay. What was the other one in You Are the Girl for the Job? She said, your ideal self, what you think the perfect version of yourself is not that great. She cannot do, the perfect version of yourself cannot do what the imperfect version of you can do, because the imperfect version of you can go and tell people, this is what I learned from experience. The imperfect version of you can show people what people that have hard things thrown at them can do. The imperfect version of you can show what overcoming is like. The perfect version sits on the beach drinking a pina colada and already has a tan and is doing great and doesn't need to talk to people. I like her. She's part of me, but that's not me. Right? I'm sitting in this office busting my tail trying to figure out how I'm going to make ends meet so I can bring my husband home without having a panic attack. I'd rather share my imperfect version because someone else might have a piece of that they need. So I'm just telling you, we have to find more friends. We have to be friendly. We have to make more connections. And whatever that looks like to you, that's what kind of people are going to come to you. Whatever you want to put out there in order to get more people, get more friends, Okay, that's what is going to come to you. So we've got to figure out how to make it good, but not perfect. I know that's hard. But I promise I'm trying, I'm learning. I'm here to help you through it. I'm here to help me through it. I do have to go because it's going to end, but I do want to do one-on-one calls with y'all. So I'm going to set that up in just our leader chat. I'm going to take the acuity scheduling off the regular page and put it just in the leader page. And I want to talk to y'all about all the things. And I want to do this again in 2 weeks. So I'll put a date on the leader group as well. And once this is downloaded or once this is recorded all the way, I'll post it as a Google Drive link. Does that sound good? Yes. Okay. I know I went into preach mode, but and again, the 2 weeks from now is going to be on charting and time, how to make your time what you need it to be. Are we good?
We're good.
Are y'all alive?
Yes.
Okay, well, I love y'all. I hope that you guys have a great weekend. Hopefully you're not getting sick because I'm pretty sure this is what's happening right now. I can't even feel my throat anymore. But I'm gonna go pick up Roger in the morning and have a good weekend. So I hope y'all have a good weekend.
You too.
You
too. Thank you for doing this. Have a great time with your husband.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So many goodies on Saturday, and some of y'all are getting things too. So be excited. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay.
Thank you. Night.
Thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I don't know how to leave.